Hey everyone, Zero JD here with the XBLA fan channel. I'm here to give you a quick taste of Steel Rats, essentially a motorcycle gang trying to survive in what is supposedly an alien invasion with junky robots. It actually starts out with your character Toshi in a kind of junkyard collecting stuff. Everything gets sucked up into the air, and then the robots start attacking. So that's why I'm inferring the alien part. They also at one point say aliens, and I believe Toshi actually names them Junkbots. Toshi's this guy right here. You actually start out as him. You'll see the top right, I have 24,000 junk pieces. Those are used for upgrades, which I've bought these perks of so far. And of course, you have your perks for health and energy or less damage taken from stuff. You have your primary attack, which is your X button. You get your charges, and then you have your ult, which is just holding the B button. I haven't figured out a good use of the charges really because this game is not super hard. I've kind of just been really just blasting through stuff, and it's not terribly hard. Most of my life is lost from falling into pits or flipping my motorcycle or hitting a wall too hard, which then respawns you. And the game has a weird thing where it doesn't the game doesn't look like the way it controls. It looks like it should control a different way. It's really hard to explain at times, but if you play it, you'll actually kind of catch on. I've actually unlocked 3 characters here. You start out with Toshi, you then get James, Randy, and then I recently got Lisa here. And of course you have skins and stuff like that, but I kind of like everyone's stuff. Let's actually get his, that helmet there. And of course there are secrets on levels, there are cutscenes and all that kind of stuff that kind of explains stuff. But I went through these first areas here. I fought a boss here who was actually fairly disappointing. I essentially was just going back and forth on the same bridge over and over again, collecting pistol ammo, shooting him, or slamming my bike front wheel into him, and you'll actually see why that makes sense later on when he slammed his foot down and got stuck. So classic boss things. So I am in the second area, and let's see. We might not do tall towers right now because it's a little annoying for the platforming. So let's actually go to the train station, which is a pretty interesting level. The levels actually look pretty cool with this stuff. You know how the trials, the trials games would have the crazy stuff happening in the background and interesting stuff happening in the background. It's same here. Oh, this is perfect. They're gonna introduce a new robot. So that's kind of how they introduce robots. They get their own little split thing. So as you can see here, I have 3 people in the upper left corner. I can rotate between them with my right stick, tapping the right stick. When they die or get incapacitated, you will just switch to someone else. Left bumper to go backwards, right bumper to go forward. You can wheelie if you're going forward. If you're going forward and you hit B, you can actually kind of do a kind of fun little U-turn, which is really fun. If you have you see how they have the little robot over me? Everyone has their own different kind of thing. This one is a little beam, thump, and then that little chain, which I've hurt myself using that chain because I think it pulls enemies in, or I'm just going too fast. You then have your Y. You have a holding of the B, and then you have the piece de resistance, which you're going to kill most of your stuff with. You just have spikes on your bike, which is pretty great. And then you're going through these levels doing light platforming, mostly this kind of combat here. Some fighting some robots, deflecting shots. One of them shoots projectiles, and if you tap B twice, you can actually reflect it, which is pretty neat. Yay. Those little V's are the checkpoints. As you saw there, I actually deflected them. Oop. And I'm going up and down with the oop, there it is, with the left stick. Whee. So these worlds actually have multiple ways you can get through them. Before you saw I could actually have gone down. I did that the first time, and I actually circled around and got back up here. I have a gun now, so if I hold the tap the left button, I can actually shoot. That guy was the one that shot at you. I do like that they all look kind of just made of junk. Whee! And once this game gets going and stuff like that, it's actually really fun. Also, you can double tap A to kind of charge. I do like that they have their own little entrance screens. In this screen, he looks larger than everyone else. He's not. He's essentially the same size. Boop. And of course you'll I can also charge. Oh, there's the that's the bombs for Toshi, but they kind of follow you around. But like again, this game's not terribly hard, and I haven't really had to strategize with anything. If I wanted to try to get that, I could jump over. Oh. Yeah, we'll ignore that. I will not claim to be the most agile person in this game. So if I landed on my head there, I would actually be respawned. And this is it. You're just kind of going through these levels. So what we're going to do here is U-turn. Some of these tooltips are weird because they don't actually tell you everything you need to know. Ooh. Oh, there it is. I actually veered right off that track, and I've never been able to do that before. We're going to switch to James. I still have that shotgun. So what I need to do is actually get to this one and then bypass that, and we are good. And there we go. I actually thought that, I think that maybe without the, this game would be actually, there we go. This game might be just as fun if you actually only got weapons and kind of were going around without like the crazy wheel things. Alright, so if I get to the end of this here, you'll see that there'll be a sort of blockage. Some of these enemies have like these red attachments to them, which essentially mean like, no, you have to kill these enemies before you can proceed. So let's wait for him to fire, reflect that back, and there we go. But yeah, it just controls a little weird. The platforming's weird, but once you get going and you're kind of just blazing through enemies and stuff like that, it's a lot of fun. Oh, come on. You really? There we go. Let's take that. Whee! I also like that they have to kind of like get onto your level. So they kind of hop around like idiots. But yeah, like when you do that and you like kind of like slide into like 20 different enemies, it's really satisfying. Come on, buddy. That's an achievement, by the way, to kill him with that. And then we're gonna get out of here. So that little area was closed earlier because the machines were keeping it closed. Oop, I actually did not do that correctly. But yeah, it's not like broken or anything. It just controls weird. Otherwise, it's pretty enjoyable. Also, when you're on these strips, you actually have infinite of the energy, which is nice. So I could leave now, but we got robots to kill. Oh, well, we're just gonna... Never mind. And then you get out.
I can already see the bridge.
And then the next level after this is actually the boss, and then you get your score and everything like that. And these are unlocks, like the Tesla, the Smart Bomb, and then the Reaper, which is I believe a cosmetic for one of the guys. But yeah, that's it. That's Steel Rats. As you can see, I have a bunch of points, but I don't really have too much to spend it on. I guess I could be like, hey, let's do this, and then hey, let's do that, and then there we go, buy all the cosmetics and all that kind of stuff like that. But thank you very much for joining me. If I think it's kind of fun. I actually think it's pretty fun. Just the weird control stuff. It's not hard at all. The boss fight was kind of But other than that, I am ZeroJD. This is the XBLA Fans channel. This was Steel Rats. This music right now, I'm kind of into. Also, you look at the background, you can see the character playing as. But thank you very much. Check out our videos. It will help us out a lot if you like, comment, share them, all that kind of stuff like that. Thank you so much. If you leave a comment, I will get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye.